Hello everyone and welcome to Life Stories. I am your anchor, Dr. Gloria Crosslin. I earned my doctorate degree in health administration. The purpose of this TV show is to highlight life stories that are both uplifting and encouraging. Our featured guest today is Mr. Paul Milde. Welcome, Mr. Paul Milde, to the TV show.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Crosslin.
It's wonderful to interview you today, and the TV viewers have a few burning questions about your life story. First, you were a candidate for a quiet district supervisor, and previously, Mr. Milde, you were involved in an election to the Virginia House of Delegates to represent District 28. But more importantly, you served on the Stafford Board of Supervisors representing the Acquia District and serving as the chairman of the board a few years back. We will get to the viewers' questions in a moment, but your political activities, Mr. Paul, they are quite impressive. You narrowly lost your last election only by 150 votes. That's not bad, but that does not define who Mr. Paul Milde is. I was looking over your resume, and it states that you are from Stafford County since 1989, and that you are a very successful business owner. Please share with the viewing audience more about information about your business and the highlights of your life story.
Well, thank you again for having me. So I served on the Stafford Board of Supervisors for 12 years. So before I lost that election, I did have the opportunity to win and serve for 3 4-year terms. And in that time, we tackled some pretty big problems. Stafford is one of the fastest growing counties in the state, and we have a highway that cuts us in half. We have a lot of traffic problems. We've all probably experienced sitting on 95 going through traffic, but that also bleeds out into the other parts of Stafford, the Route 1 corridor. So some of the things we worked on were trying to stop development, overdevelopment. We saved a 3,000-acre parcel of land called the Crow's Nest and turned it into a nature preserve. We stopped 1,000 houses from being built on that, and we did that by working on across the aisle on bringing both sides together politically and coming up with solutions to make sure we could save that property for future generations. Also, we have had to focus on the transportation problem, and I made myself a key player in the transportation apparatus that Stafford County and the state has. We got about $1 billion or a little bit over $1 billion in transportation money put on 95, Route 1, and various projects in Stafford County. You can see it all over Stafford now with orange cones and men working signs all over the place. But those are some of the big ones. But there's so many things we worked on in the 12 years I served.
Wow, that is a truly powerful story about Stafford County and your involvement. And you are a really integral part of Stafford County and how it's grown. And you are also heavily involved in politics. You are a community leader, and when you see a problem, you don't just look at it. You roll up your sleeves and you actually do the hard work to solve a lot of the problems there. And we all thank you for that, Mr. Milde. You are an exemplary role model and you are a leader in the community. Please share with the TV viewing audience your leadership skills and the lessons you learned in life that helped to shape these skills.
Okay. Well, I started a construction company when I was 18 years old. It was a custom closet company. And I worked, for the next 10 years, I worked 60, 70, 80-hour weeks, really, 7 days a week. And I worked really hard, but I never really, the company grew, we got larger, I got into the construction, the apartment construction business, doing more working in apartments and less in people's homes. But I still struggled, and I learned a lot of my lessons all my lessons the hard way, having no formal education. But I had kind of an epiphany when I was in my late 20s. My father died in my arms, and I just all my priorities shifted, and I realized that all the hard work in the world wasn't going to be enough. Not to sound religious, but I had a kind of my connection with God. I realized that was going to be the thing, that getting right with God was going to be the thing I had to do, or that was going to make me happier. Really, the connection, there was an obvious connection that became obvious to me at that point in my life, and I started giving back to my community. And I didn't have to work seven days a week as much, especially not just trying to make money. I used to think money was going to be the thing that I needed to worry about. But as I stated, I learned something different.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really nice, you know, that you give back to your community and your hard work at CIP Finishes, a Milde company, and how you fix things in life. That's like what you do. You fix a lot of things, and I like that. Also, I want to say before we end our segment, congratulations on the addition to your new family. Thanks for being a giver. We appreciate that. We need more of that in the community. You are an effective role model, and we hope to have you back on Life Stories real soon. Please tell the viewers, several of them actually had some burning questions about what are your future plans? What's on the horizon?
Well, you know, right now I'm going to focus on my family and my business. If people that know me know I won't sit still for long, I'm sure I'll be called to do something else soon.
Wow, that's truly amazing. Again, Mr. Milde, thanks for stopping by. And thanks, viewers, for watching us today on GTV Network's Fox 5 Plus.